say here, WAFB in Baton Rouge. Can you tell me how this defense is coming together? The talent we've heard all about, how nasty deep the D line is, and corners with Eli, Stingley there. How's it all coming together?
How you doing today, man? How's your day going?
Doing well, man. Football's almost here. I'm excited.
Yes,
I know
sir,
you're
man.
excited.
I'm excited, man. 2 more weeks to go. We all just getting ready. We all excited. Defense-wise, we're all coming together since the beginning of the camp. So we feel pretty good where we're at, and what we're heading into. D-line-wise, I mean, like I said in the last interview, the young guys are picking it up faster than we would think, and as far as the older guys, me myself, we haven't been I guess full, we haven't been complete yet, but I feel there's always some things to work on, some things to get better at. So as far as that progress wise, we're moving, we're getting there. 2 more weeks to go till we get to fly to UCLA. So we're pretty excited and we feel ready.
Before I let you go real quick, what's the first day of school like? Is it exciting?
I mean, for me, it's been exciting because I haven't had any classes yet. So I've just been, at home and just looking at my schedule. So I haven't really had classes yet. But tomorrow, I'll start my first classes. But so far the first day has been great. No classes.
Hey, Ali, well, I enjoy that feeling too when you don't have classes on Monday.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing good.
I'm doing
What were
good.
the bigger things that you learned about the defense and finishing up fall camp? What do you think you guys still need to improve on as a whole, not just as a defensive line unit?
I mean, I feel like just the little things, like us get offs, how we set off, just the little things, really, nothing too big, because I feel like the big things, we've really, I guess, we've really, absorbed from the coaches, and everything that they set out in film that we need to work on. We've done everything that they asked us to do. We've done. So I feel like the only things that we need to worry about is just our mental and just how we, approach practices, how we prepare, and just focusing on those little things, because the little things are always the big things. But everything else, as far as being ready and just attacking the practices, everything is there. It's just those little things that we need to worry about.
Hey, Ali. Sorry. Hey, Ali. This is Glenn West with LSU Country. We were talking with Coach O after the scrimmage on Saturday, and he said, he hasn't been as hands-on with the defensive line as maybe he thought he was going to be coming into the season because of how great of a job that Andre Carter has been doing with you guys. I was wondering if you could just talk to us about what he's like as a coach, and just maybe something you've learned from him personally that you didn't really know as a defensive lineman.
I mean, he's been a great defensive line coach, man. Ever since he stepped foot here, every time he speaks, we listen. Because every word he says, he means, and it's coming from a place of care, and he cares about us more beyond as people and as young men than players. So it's like he's coming from a different place, and that's why he reaches us so much that whenever he speaks, he says anything, we listen. When it comes to getting better and getting ourselves better players, it just takes off from there, because he cares first, and then he worries about everything else. When it comes to school, he puts a lot of words into telling us to go to class, take care of our business off the field, and then when it comes to football, let's lock in and then get to work. So it's like every time we're in the office, in the meeting room, he really tells us to lock in and just get ready and attack every practice, like it's the most important thing in our lives.
Hey, Ali, Scott Rabelais from The Advocate. How much have you returning guys used 2020 as motivation, or are you thinking of it more as, let's just flush that, put it behind us, when you talk about defense? And if it is motivation, are there any phrases, any things that y'all say as a group when you're together in your position group meetings, or as a defense as a whole, to want to kind of remind you to try to be better this year?
I mean, I don't think we'll ever forget about 2020. I mean, it's always something that's going to be there in the back of our heads, and it's always going to remind us what we used to be. And now it's all a matter of, where we need to be. But we always remember 2020 as a year as just, one of those years that things didn't go right or the way that we wanted it to go. But remembering that now is just we use it as motivation, but we don't really put too much thought into it. We just know like what's here and what's now, like how much opportunities we have now and what's in front of us and the opportunities we need to chase, to be a better team, a better defense, and overall, family. But we don't put too much effort in thinking too much about 2020 because now we know things are better and things are moving in the right direction.
Hey, Ali, Jared Rosen, TigerDetails.com. With that UCLA trip now getting closer, what is that opportunity, I guess, to start the season in a big venue on the road against another Power 5 type team? The schedule's set up differently year in, year out, but to have that one first up, what is that opportunity for this team?
We coming, man. We coming. I'm excited, and I know my teammates share the same thing as me. I'm excited. Every time I think of that day, I'm just like, wow, like it's here. Feel like it's been a long time coming. But that first game, don't matter who we play, UCLA, whoever, like. All we worry about is just playing our first game and just laying all out. Like, I'm excited. My teammates, Damone, Dre, like all them boys are excited. Because we practice, we beat each other up all day in practice, so we ready to beat somebody else other than ourselves.
Hey, Ali, speaking of, beating each other up, but, as seeing yourselves, what have you seen from Garrett Nussmeier and how he's performed in camp so far, and how he's really grown in what he showed in the second scrimmage?
He's got a lot of fire in him, man. He's a young cat. He's got a lot of fire in him. He be chirping a little bit in practice, but we love that about him. His energy and his confidence that he brings every practice. But that's my guy. We love having him as a quarterback. Him and Max. He's got a lot to learn. And a long way to go. But so far he looks like the complete. A complete quarterback. But him and Max, they're a good duo as quarterbacks. So we love having them boys on the team.
Well, what does he say in practice? What's the chirping like?
I mean, that stays in practice. But I mean, it's just back and forth as players. But it's nothing too crazy. It's nothing serious, man. It stays in practice,
Right, gotcha.
Hey, Ali, similar question about Garrett. Has he been difficult to pin in the pocket? What we hear a lot is that he likes to extend the plays as long as possible and brings a different dynamic. Is that something that, as a defensive line, that man, we got to get that dude?
I mean, yeah, he moves a lot around the pocket. Like when he feels pressure coming, he moves around a lot. But he's not too difficult to for me to get to. But I mean, he's really a good quarterback. I feel like he has a lot to bring to this team.